Hey, everybody, it's Carolyn Moor from the Modern Widows Club, and we are in June 2022. Wow, it's summer. So we have a new topic, and it's called Have a Goosebump Moment. Okay, this is under the pillar of purpose and meaning. Okay, so I used to take goosebumps for granted until I realized that they were involuntary reactions from my nervous system. We usually associate them with the nerves that control either fight or flight responses, or simply when we get cold. But it's that raising of the hair follicles that gets our attention. Okay, so this month we are focusing on the goosebumps if we receive them because they're fascinating. The new science actually shows that they happen to generate new hair growth. But if they are also there, they're also there to create personal growth. That's the question that's being presented about goosebumps now. Have you ever been doing something, or maybe listening to music or talking to someone just very intently, and all of a sudden something like clicks and resonates, and suddenly your arms are filled with goosebumps? Well, a lot of other people experience this too. The muscles of the skin are hooked up with the sympathetic nervous system, and that system has input from many parts of the brain, including those involved with motivation, arousal, and emotion. It can be stimulated by awe, pride, excitement. They're basically saying, when people say, oh, that gives me chills, in a good way, is what we are discussing this month. So if you have a goosebump, you have to share it this month, okay? It's going to be our thing, okay? It is a poorly really understood phenomenon, but I believe it leads us to finding more of what creates awe in our life in general. So keep track of what gives you good goosebumps this month and share. Like I said, share with the ladies in your community, share online, talk about them, see what happens. It could be leading you right towards more purpose and meaning in your life. It certainly has for me. Anytime I do public speaking, I get goosebumps at some point during the speech itself. I don't know why, but it's the energy that I get from the audience about something really connecting with them. So let's lean into those goosebump moments in June. Okay, so for those of you who know, every month we focus on a legendary widow role model, and I have an amazing one this month, Ladybird Johnson. Don't know if you've heard of her, from Austin, Texas, but she was an American socialite and the first lady of the United States as the wife of President Lyndon B. Johnson from 1963 to 1969. My gosh. Yeah. Wow. She had previously served as second lady in 1961, 1963, when her husband was vice president, which of course we know JF Kennedy was assassinated and he became president. So she became a first lady in a very hard time in our country. She was a very well-educated woman, and she proved to be a very capable manager and a successful investor. After she married Lyndon B. Johnson in 1934, he was a political hopeful in Austin, Texas. And so she used her inheritance to bankroll his congressional campaign, and then ran his office while he served in the Navy. Think about that, the role that she played. As First Lady, she broke new ground by interacting directly with Congress, employing her own press secretary, and making a solo electioneering tour, unheard of in those times. She was an advocate for beautifying the nation's cities and highways. I lived in Austin, and one of the first things I noticed were all the wildflowers along the highways. She was the person behind that Highway Beautification Act. They call it the Ladybird Bill. So she received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1977. She has been bestowed the highest honors as a U.S. citizen. So, you know, Ladybird Johnson is a fascinating woman. She really kind of focused her attention in the Austin area. And if you've ever been to Austin, a big part of what she started, the riverfront area, that was all a part of her vision for the Lake Beautification Project. So for those of you on this call who are from the Austin area, you know who I'm talking about. But Ladybird Johnson may be someone new to everyone else that is watching this video. She died at home July 11th, 2007 from natural causes at the age of 94. A life well lived in a lot of purpose and meaning. I love her quote, "When flowers bloom, so does hope." I think I had no idea about her when I was in my 20s, the first time moving away from Arkansas to a new town, Austin, Texas, and all these flowers welcomed me. I had no idea the hope that she had the vision to plant that I was a part of and is a part of my story. So I just wanted to share her with you guys. I hope you're very inspired to look more into her. So this month we have we have Father's Day, which is for our solo moms. It's a really hard day, June 19th. And my heart is with you. I'm right there. My daughters were 2 and 4 when their dad died. I've raised them. It's been 22 years. And now, you know, Father's Day is different every year for us. And so my heart goes out to all of you who are really missing that person who helped you become a mom and have stepped up to be the fathers in your family. And then on June 23rd, we have International Widows Day of Awareness, the biggest day of the year for widows, because it's the only day by the United Nations that we have that really talk about the myths and realities for widows worldwide. So I hope you'll take time to share your story, share a 1 million widows sign. You can create your own, but just put this, do a little selfie, post it online. Everybody in this organization and others are going to be posting on June 23rd. So please mark the date. I will be in London, England, at the big international mega event for International Widows Day. I'm presenting an MWC Legacy Award to Lord Rajlumba, who created International Widows Day. He's an extraordinary widow advocate who lives in London, but he was originally from India. So if you want to know more about International Widows Day, you can Google it. There's plenty out there. Now, I can't get off this call without telling you that Widow Empowerment Event Scottsdale 2022 in person, September 23rd to 25th. Registration is open. We have a lot of you already registered. You will love the 2 days of speakers that we have planned for you. We have room for 300 ladies, and not just ladies, but their daughters at this gorgeous resort. And we have amazing sponsors and exhibitors this year that really care about you. And we are so excited now that we're coming out of this pandemic that we're going to get to be together. We're going to have people there from Kenya, from Jerusalem. I hope that you can come. You can bring your daughters over 18 again. We'll have special breakouts just for her. We know that supporting both of you means that we build stronger families, and that creates stronger communities. This event is for you, and we're so excited to share it. So come to Scottsdale, Arizona. It is a beautiful destination. So go to modernwidowsclub.org under events and register today. And I will see you there. Have a great month, ladies.